All right, so I might make this into a proper clip on YouTube, since apparently it sounds like people might not actually have a decent amount of this information readily accessible. So, in Black Desert, of course, you have Aakman and Hystria, which are accessible through portals, which spawn quote-unquote randomly throughout the desert. And the portals themselves bring you to one of the locations randomly, and the portals regularly despawn and then respawn in different locations, bringing you to different locations. So, the portals are, for all intents and purposes, random, right? Wrong. They're pseudo-random. And when I say pseudo-random, what I mean is there's an easy way to move around the map, to move around the desert, to really maximize how many portals you're able to find in a very short time. And the movement is really quite simple. Starting from Sandgrain, you simply have to head into the desert north alongside the plateau. Once you get to the end of the plateau, you immediately cut east towards Iblob Oasis. And once you're essentially within vision range of Iblob, you go north, around, and then down. And you literally just do that. And from there, you just follow down past the east side of Iblob Oasis, clean down towards pretty much Nuver spawn. And that'll also bring you more or less back below the plateau. And then you can come right back up to Sandgrain, swap servers, do it again. Over the course of this entire loop, which I'll physically show you, there's a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 portal spawns. And if you go by camel, it takes about 5 minutes to do the entire loop. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm not going to use the portals. I'm only going to show you the movement involved with looking for the portals. And also as a simple note, in case you're unaware, you can free look on your camera without changing the facing direction of your horse by holding in the scroll click, holding in the mouse wheel click, and just moving the mouse around. So you can maintain full speed on the camel while like looking around yourself for portals, so that you don't actually have to physically change your camel's facing direction. But yeah, essentially you just follow the entire loop up and around the plateau, and then south, pretty much towards Crescents or Nuver spawn. And from there, you can just head right back up to Sandgrain, change servers, and try again. And you can perform that to pretty easily find yourself either an Aakman or a Hystria portal, whichever one it is that you're trying to find. Obviously, RNG will still carry a certain amount of weight in that entire process. Also, that is one of the portal spawns. But ultimately, quantity is what should and generally will help you get to the actual place that you're trying to go to. So your first portal spawn is over there by the side of Nagas. There's another potential portal spawn right in this general area, right here. And from here, we're at the top of the plateau, right? So now we just go ahead and cut it east towards Iblob Oasis. And from here, there's another portal spawn literally right on the other side of this dune, potentially. None here. Oh well, Hystria mob. And then there's potentially another portal spawn on the other side of this dune here. And from here, we'll also be able to physically see Iblob Oasis. So from here, we can also... Oh, yep, there it is. So there's a portal spawn right there. Easy clap. So there's your portal there. And once we get over this dune, we'll be able to see Iblob Oasis. And from here, we can just cut it clean north. And there's Iblob. You can see the tree there. So now we can just go ahead and cut north. And now there's a potential two, more or less, portal spawns up here. One's to the side, to the left side. Another one's to the right. So you can just check one then the other. Cactus monster. So no portal there. So then we come up here, top of this dune. And here's where another portal can spawn. There it is. There's your next portal. And from here, we cut south. And now you can see Iblob. We just stay over here to the east of it. And there's another portal. There's two portals that can spawn right there as well. And there's one of them. So, easy clap, right? Really, really simple. I see your internet is working. Yes, it is, Juice. Yes, it is. I really need to level my camel. Having a camel is fantastic if you don't have, if you're not one of the 12 people that owns a unicorn. So here's another one of the portal spawns. Another one is potentially right over there, but as you can see, it's not there. So we're just going to go ahead and move on. So Ivalov Oasis is right over here to our right side, but we're to its east, right? So there's Ivalov. We're just going to head on down south. It'd be a shame if something happened. Fuck you, Juice. So here's one of the shrines. Doesn't matter though. There's a potential portal spawn literally right here in this overall general region. Doesn't look like it's here though. No portal here at the moment. No big deal. Your first portal took you over an hour to find. Yeah, see how easy this is? You can literally just follow this entire path and you expose yourself to potentially like 11 portal spawns, roughly. Doesn't look like this portal has spawned either. No big deal. So this is the plateau, right? The one that's readily visible from Sandgrain. Sandgrain's right over there. We're actually coming up pretty close onto where Nuver spawns as well. Not that that matters, but just as a general idea of the landscape of the desert, right? And then it's possible for another portal to spawn right down here as well. But it looks like we didn't luck out on this portal, but that's okay. So as you can see up by Ivalov Oasis at least, this pathing, incredibly consistent, absolutely works. You're going to have to potentially do a server bounce or two to find a specific portal that you're looking for, but you can pretty easily find any location in the desert that you actually care to get into between Aakman or Hystria within 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. And comparing that to the fact of wandering aimlessly in the desert, potentially taking you up to an hour, hour and a half, yeah, this is far and away the better methodology of looking for your desert portals. So from here, since the portal down here, down south over to the side, also didn't spawn, we just turn around and start heading to the north. Start heading up to the northwest. Northwest, more or less. You can use your direction on the mini map as a generalized compass. And from here, once we get over this, right off in the distance there is Sandgrain. And real easy peasy. Like, that's really all it takes. So if you have any issues finding white square. If you have any issues finding your way around the desert for portal spawns, I highly recommend you simply follow that very basic rudimentary rotation around the plateau. Really simple, really quick, and it's a great way to expose yourself to a whole lot of portal spawns. And with that, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.